Hey, Dex Flame. I I don't know what's wrong with people at your school, man. I mean, I guess they just don't take dodgeball seriously. I mean, you have some pretty good strategies, but I'd like to show you some of the strategies that the Italian team that I was playing with used when we won the championship. This is actually the shirt. You know, I don't really speak a lick of Italian. I only know how to say mi scusi and campioni del mondo, which is excuse me and champion of the world. But I'd like to share with you some of the strategies we used to win the championship.
Dex Flame. Now, I being on a professional team at one point, know some pretty good things. I mean, you may have watched the movie Dodgeball. You can't believe what they show you in Hollywood. It's all fake. I mean, they say 5Ds or something. That's not what we're taught in the professional dodgeball world. We're taught something a little different. It's called shites. And we're taught to be shites, which means we will, number one, survive. Number two, we will humiliate. Number three, intimidate. And the last two kind of go together, but they're kind of important too. You gotta talk smack. It's the only way. I mean, you gotta do it. You talk smack, you break their spirit, you can beat them easily. That's what dodgeball's all about. It teaches you how to be successful in life too. If you can be a shite in dodgeball, you can be a shite anywhere. You're gonna make it in life. Anyway, here's a strategy. So here's our hash mark line with 5 regulation dodgeballs. Now, here's one team. Dax, you'll be on the right. Here's these chumps, these suckers on the left side that you're going to dominate, you're going to humiliate, intimidate, and talk smack to once you learn how to be a shite. Now, from what I understand, you like to come back here where it's safe. So these chumps and these chumps, they all come in and they all get hosed, and you pick up the balls that go flying over here, right? Now, in a lot of situations of life, it's good to have a lot of balls. Dodgeball, it's not good to have a lot of balls. Dodgeball, you gotta be a shite. So, instead of doing that, it's a good idea, but if you ever want to make it professionally, it won't work. So basically, here's what you do. Dax, I'm going to change where you're standing. You're going to be standing here. Now, make sure you have that one bigger kid in front of you. He will block, he will shield you. That's number one. You gotta survive. Use him as a shield. And if you can, when it hits him, catch it on the deflection, because the bigger the people are, I mean, in my experience, if they're big, it tends to bounce up. Or it tends to just kind of bounce and it stops all motion, and you can just grab it easily. So that's a good way to survive. But don't forget, you gotta humiliate, and you gotta talk smack, and you gotta intimidate. Intimidating. You're screeching. You're screaming. That's good. Yell. It's perfect. It will... See, this is you. You're yelling. This is them. They're crying. They're crying right now. And when they're crying, their eyes are blurry, wet, and they can't see anything. Perfect time. Perfect time to just nail them in the face. Let's see. Another thing. Use the ceiling. Never mind. I forget that you guys don't have as low a ceiling as we do in professional. But a trick that always works. This is one that I used several times. It help us and the Italian team defeat Germany to take the championship. See, this is you, Dax Flame. You're right here. Now, let's say you've picked up 2 balls, right? You got 2 plump balls in your hand. Perfect for nailing someone right in the face. You throw the first one up, and it's an arc, right? So they're all like, WTF, I'm going to catch that, you're going to be out, right? That's what you would think, but no. You've got this extra one, right? That's good. You just chuck it right in the face. That turns into a KO, and then you finish it by saying, ha ha, loser, and cap it off with your pizza face. Demoralize their spirit, and victory will be yours.